Hey, well, first, how's the team kind of responded since you've been back from the road trip?
We had a good film session today. We had a really good practice. Turning the page. Obviously, we're all disappointed, frustrated with our start, but we continue to come in, work at it, and address it.
Well, what have your conversations been like with the front office, with Gail and Joe, just about the slow start to the season?
Joe and I, we talk pretty much every day, and again, we all echo the same sentiment that we'll continue to work at it. There's definitely, we're all frustrated, want to be better, and we're all a part of, making sure that we do what we can to be better.
Can you put your finger on any common thread to those 3 lopsided losses?
Yeah, not to make any excuses, but, new group playing against really experienced teams. Boston, Denver, and OKC. So, if you don't compete for 48 minutes, play hard, play together against groups like that, they expose you. And so there's a lot that we can take from those games and try to make sure we implement it, but that's the biggest, it's the consistency for us. It's competing against no matter who we play against, and those were letdown games for us.
Historically, when a team starts the way the Pelicans have this season, a lot of attention starts turning to the head coach, maybe even the executives. Are you feeling any pressure for your job at the moment?
Look, when you take these positions, this is what comes with it. There's no way around that. When the team doesn't do well or doesn't start the way you want it to, I'm up front and center, and it's my responsibility to try to continue to help these guys get on track.
You mentioned that there needs to be more belief in what is taking place here.
Yeah.
How do you create that belief? Why have people lost the belief?
The new group, guys that, half our team is new. Guys are stepping up into different roles. So it's a combination of just continuing to work at it all together. And it's easy when you get the wins because the wins validate what you're doing. But when you have some losses, sometimes that can be difficult. And that's the belief in everything that we're doing, and that's what we're working towards.
Well, what's your message to the fans who are frustrated with the way the season started?
I understand it. I totally understand the frustration from fans. We all feel the same way, and we want to get it right.
A few years ago, you said you met with Devontae Graham when you were bringing him off the bench. When he was a starter, you're bringing him off the bench. You said you had a conversation with him. Did you have a similar meeting with Jordan Poole? Just how has he handled the transition towards leading the bench as
Yeah, I talked to him before I made the decision. And it's tough. It's a tough transition for him, to be honest. But it's something he continues to work through. We continue to have conversations about it. But obviously he's competitive. He wants to be in a starting lineup. He wants to prove his worth. And this is something that he's experienced before, but new this season for him.
How do you block out the noise, like personally?
Just continue to be me. Continue to have faith in what we're trying to accomplish. You guys have been around me now for 5 years. I haven't changed my approach, and I'll continue to come in, have ownership in what we're doing, but continue to work at it.
Coach, talk about the experience stretch that y'all just went through. Can you talk about seeing that early and how that set y'all up for the rest of the season?
Say that again?
That experience stretch, seeing Boston, seeing OKC, seeing those teams early. What do you take from that?
Well, it's all meant to, when you go through difficulties, you can pull together, and it can help you in the long run. It can help you become better. And that's the goal here, is that, we're not starting the season the way we want to. We all understand that. I'm confident in this group. It's new for all of us. We'll continue to work through it. But hopefully it makes us better as we progress throughout the season.
What makes you confident in a group that is half new?
It's just who I am. I have faith. I have belief. We believe in the processes that we're trying to reach, and I have belief in our players.
When you were a player and you were in situations where the team wasn't succeeding as much as they, maybe were projected to, maybe there were conversations about, the head coach transitioning and there being a replacement. How did you attack the day-to-day? What was your approach in terms of, how you carried yourself?
Control the controllables. There's certain situations that we can't control, but we can come in and we can collectively compete harder, we can play more together, we can be more connected, we can sustain that for more of a 48-minute game. Those are things that we can control.
At a human level, is it tougher to come in with that same level of focus as, say, if you were winning a lot more?
It can be, for sure. I mean, the wins validate what you're doing. When you have losses, sometimes that can make it tough, but we got to stick with it.
With a new group, which players do you lean on? If you had CJ or B.I., they would kind of take charge in the locker room. With a new group, a young group, who do you lean on?
We're leaning on the core guys that have been here. Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Z, adding DeAndre Jordan and Kevon Looney was great for us. So we have leaders here. But it's just going to take work for us, and that's what we're committed to doing. Look, again, we're all frustrated. I feel the fans' frustration. We're all disappointed in our start, but we can't just stay there. We got to turn the page and keep working towards getting better.
Can you speak on how the rookies are dealing with these losses? You see Jeremiah Fears, he's starting, but Derek Queen's minutes are dropping a little bit. How are they reacting?
They've been fine. Both of those guys are working their tails off. They're still enjoying the process, enjoying the opportunity to have this platform and playing it on an NBA level.
Is there more of a decision between why Derek Queen he played a little bit more early and hasn't been playing?
Well, we got Kevon back, got Derek back, so just not enough minutes at the 5 spot right now, but we'll try to continue to mix them in when we can.
Fears specifically, can you speak to his level of comfort and growth so far?
I'm super excited about what he's bringing. He's a competitor. He's relentless. He adds a different dynamic to our group, being a ball handler that can attack the paint, kickouts. He guards well, so he's doing a lot well for us on the floor.